Hey everyone, welcome into the Flippin' Hippos YouTube channel. I'm Star the Flipping Hippo, and today is Monday, June 8th, 2020. And because it's a Monday, that means it's time for What Sold on eBay. You guys, we're going to get back into the original, older format of the What Sold videos. I kind of went off course last week because I had taken a month-long break and I was trying to cram in like 2 months of the highlight reel of our sales to show you guys some bolos and bread and butter items. But this is only going to be a week's worth, so we're going to go back to showing the Instagram shots at the beginning to just kind of give you an idea of our volume. Things seem to be pretty good for us right now. We're kind of having some ups and downs, which I feel is normal. I feel like right before summer slowdown every year, we don't just drop off. We kind of dwindle down and then we'll have like a spike, and it kind of goes up and down as you get into that summer slowdown, which I talked about in last week's live show if you didn't catch that. So you're looking at today's shipping photo. We had 44 items that sold, shipping out in 42 packages. 43 of those sales were from eBay and one on Poshmark. Last Monday, we had 20 packages for the whole weekend, 18 eBay, 1 Poshmark, and 1 Grailed. So last weekend was a bit slower, but that could have been because of current events and what's going on. Tuesday, we had 7 packages, all eBay. Wednesday, we had 8, 6 eBay and 2 Posh. Thursday was only 4, all eBay. So you can see that little dip there. Had a slow weekend, kind of bounced up a little bit and came right back down on Thursday. And then on Friday, we were back up to 8 with 7 eBay and 1 Poshmark. And then we finished out with a really good, solid weekend of 44 items. So those are our sales. You guys can see it's all over the place right now, but we'll take what we can get. So we're going to jump over here, and I'm going to start with the plush that sold for the week. And then I've picked out some highlights of bolo items you guys can be on the lookout for, as well as bread and butter and some exciting things. I know that most states are now opening for even if it's limited capacity in thrift stores. Some places you're going to have to wear a mask. I've heard of yard sales and estate sales making a comeback. So it sounds like the world is opening back up. We are able to get out there and thrift. So I want to give you guys some good tips on some things you can be looking for. Let's start with this Trolls doll that you're looking at. I got her from the Goodwill for 50 cents. Her tag was removed, which I disclosed. And she sold for best offer of $13.38. She did ship first class, but she's very tall. You can see here, sorry, maybe not. There we go. She's 22 inches long, so she's almost 2 feet tall. So even though she didn't weigh that much, I had to Franken bag her. I put one bag up over her feet and one over her head, kind of taped it together, but she still shipped first class. Then we have this Looney Tunes Taz. He's got Danger TNT box on his head. So cute. He was 50 cents at the Goodwill. He had a little hole. He had some damage on his arm right there, which I disclosed in the listing. If he had not been damaged, because he has his original hang tag, because he is an older version, because he's, a little more unique with this box of dynamite, he probably would have gone up for 16 or 18, but I took into account the fact that he had the damage, and I did accept the best offer of 11. Then we sold this Wild Republic Owl, 14-inch plush. This came out of the plush haul I bought a couple months ago. And this Fiesta Horned Owl came from the Goodwill. This was 50 cents. The reason I'm showing you them to you together is because one buyer bought both. She paid $8.50 for this owl and $8 for this owl. We cut her a pretty good deal since she was buying 2, and we were able to ship both owls together and save on some shipping. They went in a bag, first class, even with 2 of them. This is a Donald Duck official Disney Store plush. Got him at the Goodwill. This one was, I believe, 99 cents. It's Prince Donald. He has been around for a while, so I did accept the best offer on him of $22. And he also shipped first class. We had to break out some bigger poly bags when we were doing shipping today because of the troll and Donald here. He was pretty long as well. And then there's a couple others I'm going to show you that were pretty tall, pretty long. that we had to break out. Not like giant bags, but bigger than the 9x12 clothing ones we usually ship the tiny plush in. Like this one. This is Twilight Sparkle. She was 50 cents at the Goodwill. Thai Beanie Babies, you guys know, generally speaking, aren't good. The Beanie Boos are good. The ones with the glitter eyes do even better. But I do pick up popular characters or recognizable characters from famous shows or TV shows, even if they're the Beanie Babies collection. Thai has Marvel characters. They have all the little ponies. They have SpongeBob plush. Whenever it's recognizable from pop culture, I do pick these up, especially when they're only 50 cents. So she was 50 cents, and she sold for $9, and she shipped first class. This Minnie Mouse, I believe, came from the Goodwill for $1. I took a chance on her. She did not work when I got her home. A little bit disappointing. I can actually remember when I was showing her in the haul video, pretty sure she was just $1. She may have even been 50 cents. But her bow is really, really hard plastic. And if she had worked, that bow would light up and she would play music or sing. But I remember specifically showing this bow and like tapping it to show you guys that it was hard. Anyway, I had to take into account that she's supposed to talk and her bow light up. So she sold for an $8 best offer. But I do sell all of our electronic plush that don't work when I get them home, when I test them. If they don't work, I don't discard them or redonate them. I just list them at a very deeply discounted price and at least get my money back, if not a little bit more. Many here sold for best offer of $8, so minus fees was about $6.80. If I paid $1, $5.80. She probably cost $3 to ship. So I made like $2.80. So still profited $2.80 on a broken plush rather than redonating it and claiming the $1 I paid as a write-off at tax time. She also took a larger bag. This is a Douglas pig. This is like the cutest pig ever. I swear this is the cutest pig I've ever seen. It is a Douglas Cuddle Toy. Those are definitely a brand you want to be looking for. Some of the Douglas Cuddle Toys can go for over $100 depending on what it is. There's like some Simbas, some larger lions from The Lion King that can go for that. But even this wee little pig went for a best offer of $16, and he was only 50 cents at the Goodwill. And the Douglas Cuddle Toys are usually really soft, and they have really cute, almost realistic faces. So keep your eyes out for them. Angry Birds, you guys, the normal plain red bird, the male version, so to speak, usually goes for $10 to $12. It's not Ebola or anything really to keep your eyes out for. If you're ever anywhere where you can get plush for 50 cents or a quarter, or they're saying, you can get a whole bunch in a bag for a certain price. Sometimes it happens at church sales. I would grab them because you can definitely make a little bit of money. But the ones you want to look out for when you're looking at Angry Birds is they have the Star Wars ones, they have a couple other versions, and then any of the more unique ones. We've had specific ones from Rio, and we've had some gray ones that were different that went for $20 or more. This one is just the plain red, but it's the female version with the yellow bow. So she did sell for $12 or $11.99. She was 50 cents at the Goodwill. Winnie the Pooh is oversaturated, but doesn't keep me from picking them up when I find them for 50 cents. But Winnie the Pooh is definitely oversaturated. He's not worth as much as he once was. He's not worth as much as the more rare characters from Winnie the Pooh and Friends. And this, I'm showing you this tag because this is Mattel. So of course Disney, Disney World, Disney Store, Walt Disney Parks, all of those Winnie the Poohs are going to go for more money than the Mattel or Hasbro's. But again, when I see plush for 50 cents, I can't stop myself and I just buy them all. I bring all my friends home. So this one sold for a best offer of $12.50 and shipped first class. I think I did not say on the bird and the pig, but they shipped first class too. None of our plush this week shipped priority. And then last but not least, we have this Fuzzy Wuzzy Build-A-Bear. This one I believe came out of my huge plush haul you guys saw a couple months ago. And I also think he came with clothes and I stripped him naked to sell him separate. He did have a little bit of damage on his nose right here, which again, photographed and disclosed. I may have listed him more towards $20 had his nose not been damaged. The normal Build-A-Bears that are plain tan or plain brown, I start at 18 and I typically get 16 to 18 for them. He's a little different because he's fuzzy and has that long hair, so he's not exactly like the normal plain ones, but I priced him at 18 anyway because of the damage. And he shipped first class. Alright, let's move into some clothing and some other hard goods and stuff, guys. These are men's True Religion jeans. Now, this particular pair has been around since last August. When we list, just a side note real quick for you guys, in the SKU line that's provided to you on eBay, if you're new to eBay, you may not know this. If you're not new, you know this already, but the SKU line is only visible to you. Buyers can't see anything you put in that SKU line. It's there for you to use for yourself. For any kind of notes you want to put on the item, you can, how much you paid for it, your cost of goods. You can put where it's located, like we put its location in our inventory system in that line. We also put the original date it's listed and the original price we wanted. So we can always go back and say, hey, these were listed in August of 2019. I originally listed them at $50. They've been around enough. The price is down to $45.77. I know I paid $6.99 when I got them, and I know where they're located. So utilize that SKU line. Just a side note real quick, just like a little bonus tip for you guys. Your buyers can't see that. You can put anything in that SKU line that you want that's going to help you when you are organizing your inventory. If you're ending your items and relisting them from the unsolds, you want to lower your prices. If it's going to help you know where it's at to pull it after it sells, or anything for your bookkeeping like cost of goods, anything that's going to help you, you can put in that line. So I know these have been around for close to a year. So I did accept the best offer of $35 just to get them out the door. I've had True Religions that have sold a lot faster. I've had them sell for $50 and $60 even sometimes when they're the men's, because you can always ask for a little bit more when it's men's clothing. Another bonus tip. Men's clothing always sells for more than women's. So if you have a specific brand of jeans, say True Religion, you know you start at like $50 for women. You can sometimes start at $55 or $60 for men. The thing about these, I think it's the size. They're a size 30, which is kind of small for men's clothing. Typically 32, 34, 36, or anything larger than that will do really well and really fast. And you can charge more money for bigger clothes too. So these sat for long enough. I saw that it was a small size. I didn't want to sit on them forever, so I accepted a best offer of $35. Here's some Croft and Barrow shorts I picked up for 99 cents. Not typically a brand that I jump on, but look, these are a 3X, so they're plus size, which is a very good size, and they were new with tags. So even though they're Croft and Barrow, because they were new with tags and a good size and only 99 cents, I snatched them, and they sold for a best offer of $20.47. These are some Citizens of Humanity jeans. These I picked up for 99 cents. The Citizens of Humanity also, I didn't mean to say also, they typically have a name and a number, and then they'll give you your keywords. Like this is a low waist flare. It's the Ingrid 002 low waist flare. Citizens used to be a brand that sold for a lot more, and unfortunately it's fallen to the wayside, as many other brands have, in that it goes for less. There's been a race to the bottom on it. I used to sell Citizens of Humanity for like $35 and $40 a couple years ago. This particular pair sold for $24.48. I would still say pick them up if you find them for a couple bucks. Here we have a Brooks Brothers polo shirt. This came from Casey. If you guys did not know, I think I mentioned it in our What Sold video last week. If you also follow Casey the Rockstar Flipper, you are aware that he came into a huge wholesale lot of really good clothing. We went in on it with him because we do a wholesale business with him, and our half was mailed to us to list on eBay individually, and he's listing his half. So if you want to look through his store too, or mine, to find anything you saw in the video, if you watched, he did a haul video and showed all the stuff, and I believe each item was under $2. So this came from that, and this went for $12.50 on the best offer. Not too exciting, but it sold within 2 days of being listed. So that falls under that. Sometimes things don't sell for as much money, but they sell so super duper fast to get you your money back that it's still worth it. Most things don't sell within 2 days, and this did. This is a Columbia women's top. It's an insect blocker omni shade, and it's new with tags. 99 cents from the Goodwill. Took forever to sell though. I really thought it would sell a lot faster. It was a size large, new with tags, insect blocker. But it did finally sell for a best, nope, sorry, I did not take a best offer on this Columbia. It's the next one I'm going to show you. Look at my notes. This one sold for $25.67. And all the stuff I'm showing you shipped first class except for the jeans. They all went in padded flats. All right, so this is the next Columbia. This kind of is the same idea as the Brooks Brothers. This Columbia also came from the lot we went in with Casey on, and Keith listed it pretty high, hoping to get bigger for it, knowing we were probably going to get less. We accepted the best offer of $13.50 on it, and it sold within 2 or 3 days. And this is Omniwick. So with Columbia, you guys, I know I've told you this before, Columbia has vented fishing shirts, the PFG vented fishing shirts. Those are definite bolo you want to snag. They do sell for really good money, really fast, especially the bigger sizes or the ones with graphics on them. Polo shirts and stuff, they're pretty much bread and butter if you can find them for a couple bucks or less. Here's a pair of women's Gap cut off jean shorts, new with tags. Size 32. Good size, new with tags. Gap, I love. You guys know that. Booty shorts, I love. I paid 99 cents and accepted a best offer of $21.59. Then we have 2 Polo Ralph Laurens. This one is a yellow with blue stripes. And this one is a bright fluorescent green. These also came from the wholesale lot that we split with Casey. And they are size 2XB. They sold really fast also. These big sizes sell really fast. The reason I'm showing them two together, one buyer bought both, and he paid $37.98 for the pair. They did ship in a padded flat because together they weighed over 16 ounces. But they sold for very close to $40 for both. And they actually sold to a viewer. I don't know if they want me to mention them or not. If you're watching this and you want to out yourself in the comments, you're more than welcome to. But yeah, a viewer bought both of these from us. I also wanted to add, we do have a sale running in our store. If folks purchase more than $25 worth of items, they get a 25% discount. You can run sales like that in your stores all the time, and that's in addition to the markdown sale. The markdown sale is the one with the line through and the percentage off. You guys know, or probably know, we run those 24/7 around the clock, but we do have other incentives for people to buy. 25% off 25 or more. Our ties are all buy 2 get 1 free, just things like that. Think about that next time you're setting up your sales. It does encourage people to buy more, and that's how he got these for such a good deal. Everybody wins. This also came from the wholesale lot that we went in on with Casey. A lot of the stuff from that lot was really good stuff that sold really fast, like within a day or two of Keith listing it. This one is a vented fishing shirt, but it was also a pearl snap. This shirt was like the holy grail of coolness, guys. Pearl snap shirts are a bolo. Vented fishing shirts are a bolo. This was both, and it's super nice. It's a really nice plaid shirt. It was also a large. Kind of wish it was an extra large because we could ask for more money, but we did accept the best offer of $30 on it. These are some Talbot's women's Bermuda shorts. They are wool. I picked up a whole slew of these last summer at the Goodwill for 99 cents a piece. I had a stack, like tons of them. It took me a while to get them all listed. And they've kind of, at first, a bunch of them sold, and now a lot of them are still around just sitting. I think I have 4 pairs left. I can't remember how many there were. There were 10 or 15. It was a lot. They had like this whole rack full of just these in different brands, all very similar sizes, all the same style wool, but there was different brands. It kind of felt like one person donated them all. But I bought them all. They paid for themselves within like the first couple of months, and now the stragglers that I still have laying around sell here and there, and then it's just kind of gravy now. They're nothing that's in fashion. They're nothing that's stylish, you guys. But listen, I wanted to show you these to tell you this. Not everyone who shops for clothing online is a fashion model or into fashion or cares about what's up to date or wants to wear what's hip hop, fancy, popular right now. Older women shop on there, older men shop on there, people who don't care about fashion and only want comfort, people that are goth, people that are like me that just want jeans and t-shirts, people who like maybe wearing wool Bermuda shorts. But you've got all different kinds of people in this world that wear all different kinds of clothing, and they all shop online. So don't be afraid sometimes to pick up, I called these the grandma shorts, but don't be afraid to pick up stuff that's not popular or in fashion, because there's somebody out there who will wear it. There's so many different kinds of people in this world that all enjoy different types of clothing and shop for them. These sold for $21.18. They were first class also. I think I've been failing to tell you that. The jeans and the polo shirts were padded flats, and the rest was first class that I showed you. I showed you a Callaway polo last week that came from the wholesale lot we got with Casey. This one did not come from that, but for some reason all of a sudden all of our Callaway stuff is selling, which is crazy. This is something I actually found when I was doing our inventory. This had fallen off of eBay, so I just re-photographed it, relisted it. It sold within a week. It's new with tags. It's the Opti-Dry. It's got a lot of stuff going on. It is only a small, so I actually thought I was going to sit on it a bit longer. And I don't know how long it had been off. I don't know how long ago it fell off. So it could have not been listed that long. I never really had a chance before. But this time it sold really fast for $18. So that's pretty darn good. First class. Okay, here's another shirt from the wholesale lot with Casey. I feel like I'm saying that a lot lately. But again, that wholesale lot had so much good stuff in it that's just flying out the door as fast as we can list it. This is a primal wear shirt. It is awesome. Look at this shirt. Look at the graphics. You got flames going down. I think these are pockets in the back, maybe, for like people who jog or... sorry guys, the train's coming. Somewhere to put your phone or your MP3 player. I don't know. I feel so old when I say stuff like that. I don't know what goes in that pocket. But anyway, this is a cool shirt. It's even got a zip up right here. And the front graphic is even better yet. Look at this shirt. It's awesome. It sold for a best offer of $22.50. Again, within a couple days of being listed. This is a Victoria's Secret's bikini top. I'm showing you this because I can find these for 99 cents all day long at our Goodwill. They sell anywhere from 17 to 20, sometimes 22, depending on the size. The bigger sizes, of course, get more. This one's kind of plain. It's just a plain pink. If it has graphics, a larger size, anything like that, you can start to go up, inch your way up towards 20 or even over it for plus sizes. They sell pretty regularly. It's not something that takes forever to sell, maybe a month or two, and it depends on, they sell faster in the summer, but I do pick them up for 99 cents all the time. The Victoria's Secret's bikini tops. The thing with these, the reason women like them is because they have underwire and they're padded. A lot of them are, not all of them, but a lot of the Victoria's Secret's bikini tops for women will have the underwire, the padding, so that it fits and supports more like a bra than just a regular swimsuit, and women like that. So these are popular. I pick them up all the time for just 99 cents, like I said, and they'll go from 17 to 22 depending if they're plain or have graphics in the size. But they also like never weigh very much, like 3 ounces. So they're really super cheap to ship first class too. So if you can find those for like a couple bucks or less, guys, grab them up. And that goes for any brand really that has that underwire support or push up. I know that a lot of women like their swimsuit to support the same as a bra does. Here's another swimsuit. This one's a halter top. It's by Magic Suit. It was 99 cents. It is a size 12, which is an average size, but it was cute. Got the ruffles. It's a tankini. We do really well with tankinis also, so don't overlook those either if you guys can find them for a couple bucks or less. This one sold for $22.78 and shipped first class. Then I got another pair of Joe's jeans here. These were size 27 Vixen ankle sassy skinny low rise. These ones were 99 cents at Goodwill, and they sold for $32.39. And then last but not least, the most exciting thing that sold this week was a winter coat in summer. You guys, list all your things all the time. I tell you that, but I'm going to repeat it. List all your things all the time. Things sell out of season every day. This is a vintage Woolrich women's coat. It is hooded. It has a wool blanket inside of the coat, which makes it even warmer and thicker. You can see it there. And it sold for $89.99. It shipped priority in a box, which they also paid for. So this did not have free shipping on it. We had calculated shipping on it. So the buyer paid $90 for the coat, and then they paid to ship it. We shipped it in a box. We folded it real nice, wrapped it in tissue paper, made it look nice since it was so expensive. The best part was we had no cost of goods on this. This was something a friend donated to us. If you guys remember years back when my friend went out of business, this is something she gave us. So there was no cost of goods on it. And, I also wanted to tell you guys about the keywords up here. When you get coats that look like this, even without the hood, there's just certain coats that are like real thick canvasy or real thick wool. You can use the barn and the chore as keywords, and you can go on eBay and look up barn coat or chore coat and just look at all the examples of the ones that are listed. I encourage you to do that so you can see what is considered a barn or a chore coat, because those are super important keywords to use. If you have one of these coats that can be considered a barn or a chore coat, you definitely want to be using those keywords. So I encourage you guys to go look at them if you sell coats, and see what can be considered that, so you can use those keywords. A lot of people who live on farms or have horses or work in barns or do outdoor stuff like that, that's the keywords they're looking for when they're looking for a good coat. Alright guys, let me know what you think down in the comments below. Don't forget to hit the like button on your way out. It really helps the channel. If you haven't already and you'd like to, please subscribe. Help us feed a hungry hippo. Don't forget to join our Facebook group, Flippin' Hippos Reseller Pod. Link is down below. You can also find me at flippinhipposhelp@gmail.com and on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Flippin' Hippos on all social media. Until next time guys, go be productive. Go make some money, and as always, thank you so much for watching and all your support of our channel. We appreciate each and every one of you. Y'all are the best. Bye.